The result of the mission that brought me to London, I know that I shall carry with me the pleasantest memories of my stay in the midst of the poor people of East London.
Gandhi was born on October 2, 1869 in Porbandar, Gujarat, India. In his early childhood, Gandhi went to school near Rajkot. At the age of 13, he married Kasturba. The two of them were very fond of each other, and later she greatly encouraged Gandhi and stood by his side.
In 1887, Gandhi finished high school and was sent to a college in Bombay. After one term, having a hard time adjusting to life in college, he returned home. A family friend suggested that he should go to England to study. Gandhi left for England in 1888 to become a lawyer. He was then called to practice in 1891, but decided to go back to India instead. In India, he accepted an offer to go to South Africa to be a legal advisor. He ended up staying in Africa for 20 years, where he founded the Natal Indian Congress, which was a political party created to defend against discrimination towards Indians in South Africa.
Gandhi returned to India to attend the Indian National Congress to meet the Indian national leaders. Gandhi continued to travel the country and intervene in local struggles. By doing so, he earned a great reputation and rose to the top of the political pyramid very quickly. In 1907, the British government asked all Indians living in Africa to register as members under their control. Gandhi refused to do so, which was his first effort to use non-violent methods by the Indian minority in South Africa, also known as the Satyagraha. Gandhi's objection leads to a month in prison. In 1909, Gandhi traveled to London, still trying to achieve rights for South African Indians. Another peaceful protest in 1913 was to defend the racist poll taxes and marriage laws. In 1914, this protest ended because the Prime Minister of the Transvaal came to an agreement, producing Gandhi's first great success in Indian freedom.
In 1915, Gandhi returned to India. Two major events led Gandhi to call for a period of non-cooperation across India. The first being the Amritsar massacre, a tragedy in which the British shot 10,000 peaceful protesters without warning. The second event being the Rowlatt Act, which cut off civil liberties in India. As a result, Gandhi was imprisoned for 2 years for promoting a rebellion against the government. In 1925, he became president of the Indian National Congress. People were inspired by his peaceful non-cooperation methods. In 1930, he published the Declaration of Independence of India.
The following year, he led his salt march to the sea. However, he was arrested for violating the law. As a result, India broke out with non-cooperation movements. Later that year, Gandhi left for England to participate in the Round Table Conference to discuss constitutional reforms in India. When Gandhi returned to India, he was arrested again. While in prison, he fasted to protest the rights of the untouchables. In 1942, Gandhi was yet again imprisoned, and while there, he fasted to protest British rule. When Gandhi was released from prison, he visited Muhammad Ali Jinnah to work an agreement to keep India together, but returned without success.
In 1946, an agreement without partition was proposed, which meant India would not break into two separate countries. The Muslim League rejected this agreement. Still, Muslims and Hindus in India were fighting against each other. Gandhi didn't want this, so he unsuccessfully tried to break up the fight. Therefore, the British made an agreement for partition and independence in 1947. Indian independence was finally official. As a result of independence and partition, Pakistan was created as a separate country from India. India erupted in chaos as the Hindus were forced out of their homes into India and the Muslims were forced into Pakistan. Gandhi was assassinated by a member of the Indian Nationalist Party for promoting unity and supporting both religions during this time.
Nathuram Godse assassinated Gandhi on January 30, 1948 during an evening prayer. He shot Gandhi 3 times and he died immediately. To this day, Gandhi is a symbol of peaceful protest and solving matters selflessly. Mohandas Gandhi is a father figure for the nation.
Perceive through my senses. It transcends the senses, but it is possible to reason out the existence of God to a limited extent. Even in ordinary affairs, we know that people do not know who rules or why and how he rules, and yet they know that there is a power that certainly rules. In my tour last year in Mysore, I met many poor villagers, and I found upon inquiry that they did not know who ruled Mysore.